Former IPID boss Robert Mcbride's testimony to Thursday. And now to find out more about the reasons of the postponement, we cross live to our reporter based there today, Abongile Dumako. Abongile, a very good morning to you. You did say in your earlier crossing that Mr. Mcbride might not be appearing today, and so it has come to be.
Certainly, it has come to be. He's a no-show here. We waited in anticipation to hear what he had to say in as far as his evidence is concerned, but he was nowhere to be found. And of course, his legal team, led by Advocate Paul Pretorius, taking to the stage, actually trying to convince Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo to actually allow a postponement to Thursday for Mr. Mcbride, and of course to Monday, that of former KZN Hawks head Johan Boysen, who are supposed to come here on Thursday. An angry Deputy Chief Justice, of course, saying that this is unacceptable. It shouldn't have been, because he says that we are running out of time and there are these pertinent issues that seem to come and hinder the Commission from doing its work, which is to actually get to the bottom of the alleged state capture in the country. So he has indeed granted that postponement. We're going to see Robert Mcbride coming here on Thursday to give his evidence in as far as what happened in law enforcement agencies that were reportedly weakened to actually allow state capture in the country.
Please help us unpack the reasons that were forwarded by Advocate Pretorius in terms of why they're not ready. But one of the interesting things he said was that there were about 30 to 50 notices considered, and all along we thought it was just 30 people. So there's quite a few people that Mr. Mcbride has implicated, seemingly.
Quite a lot of people that are to be implicated, and we also understand that it's those people who are actually senior in government. There's about 30 to 50 people who are going to be implicated, of which Advocate Pretorius saying that some of them have not been informed that they will be implicated. Some of that job saying that it will be done today, where they'll be made aware that they will be implicated. Then they can be able to, if they want, come and cross-examine according to Rule 13 of the Commission. And of course, saying that one of the reasons why this is the case, there were logistical challenges, saying that, of course, as the legal team, they actually take full responsibility of all these developments. Something, again, that didn't go down well with the Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo, saying that we cannot afford to have time wasted due to that the legal team having not done their job, in as far as making it a point that all those that are implicated are being sort of notified in advance so that they can be able to make a decision whether or not they want to cross-examine or actually come to the Commission as well to give their side of the story.
So if notices are supposed to be given within a reasonable time, and 14 days is what has been given here, and the advocate was saying that they only prepared the notices and they've been considered and they're going out today, doesn't it bring us to the same problem yet again? That testimony will start and notices will not have been sent out in good time.
Yes, of course. This is what some of the things that, again, Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo saying that it comes as a huge concern to the Commission, looking at time constraints and things like those. Again, we are sort of back to square one if you look at the fact that now the notices will only be, sent out today. We don't know what's going to happen to those 30 to 50 people that are implicated in his 200-page testimony that is now Robert Mcbride. Chances are we might have to sort of find ourselves where we are today, because if those people are being notified today and yet Mcbride is coming back on Thursday, then we might sort of find ourselves being in the same sort of wavelength in as far as those who are supposed to be notified are concerned. But yeah, we're going to wait and see then on Thursday, and of course Justice Raymond Zondo appealing that the Commission should resume a little earlier than normal time, saying that at least 9:30 they should be starting to give evidence here, so that at least they can be able to keep track of time. And of course it's also expected to sort of wrap up at around 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the evening, just to make up for the time that he says is being wasted due to these postponements that are being brought forward to the Commission.
Abongile, Advocate Pretorius advanced as some of the reasons for the request for the postponement the incapacity and logistical challenges that they're facing, which makes it difficult for them to comply. Do we know what these capacity and logistical challenges are?
Unfortunately, he didn't really dwell much as to basically what are those logistical challenges. But from where I'm standing, I would assume that it's on the basis of the communication takes time to reach those who are allegedly implicated in evidence that is brought forward by those who will be giving evidence, and the commission saying that because the legal team, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. There's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes, including consultations with, evidence that is going to be brought forward, having to be scrutinized, do some investigations to actually verify if it's at all authentic, that it could be brought to the commission for consideration. And of course, saying that, due to the fact that there is not much in terms of manpower that sort of could be able to fast track that process, which would see those implicated being informed in time. So it's one of the challenges that, they find themselves having to endure regarding this commission. And of course, same thing applied with this evidence that we were waiting with high expectation from the former IPID boss, Robert Mcbride.
Thank you so much for that update, Abongile Dumako. There you have it, a second postponement of the hearing of Robert Mcbride's evidence at the State Capture Commission in Parktown. He'll be coming through on Thursday. Hopefully that will materialize. And if that takes place, the Advocate Pretorius was saying he predicts it'll require quite a lot of time, as he said. Over 50 notices being considered, so basically meaning that about 50 people being implicated by Mr. Mcbride, and that evidence will be followed by evidence of Mr. Johan Boyson on Monday. You're watching The Agenda. We'll be back.